Hi everyone, my name is Huyen.
And I'm Hoang and we are from Group 1. It's very funny that all of us were like eating apple. And one of our most favorite brand name in the world is also Apple. So what do you know about Apple? Let us tell you.
Here is our life. Firstly, general introduction about Apple Corporation. Secondly, corporate citizenship of Apple. Thirdly, Apple environmental impacts and its actions. And then Apple's challenge in Vietnam market. Finally, its conclusion. Let's move to general introduction about Apple Corporation. Apple is an American multinational corporation headquartered in California that designs, develops, and sells consumer electronics, computer software, online services, and personal computers. As you can see, thus, in the computer market, Apple ranked first with 27%, and its competitors are Dell with 24% and HP with 15%. The mission statement of Apple is committed to bringing the best personal computing experience to students, educators, creative professionals, and consumers around the world through its innovative hardware, software, and internet offerings. The social corporate responsibility of Apple is committed to ensuring the highest standards of social responsibility wherever our products are made. We insist that our suppliers provide safe working conditions, treat workers with dignity and respect, and use environmentally responsible manufacturing processes. Apple is in top 5 corporate reputations, ranked second after Amazon's. So, what do you think about corporate citizenship of Apple? Whether Apple behaves as good corporate citizens or not? Now I will show you. Apple is transforming stage of corporate citizenship because of some following reasons. Firstly, its leadership. Apple has visionary ahead of the pack. CEO Tim Cook changes as Apple for better. Secondly, its stakeholder relationship. Apple is a multinational organization. As of June 2014, Apple maintains 425 retail stores in 14 countries, as well as the online Apple Store and iTunes stores. The third reason is strategy intense, market creations, and social change. Apple is one of the most important worldwide companies, not only due to size, but mainly because its contribution to the creation of the whole new industries with new products and services. Innovation is the biggest asset that Apple has and gives to the society. 598,500 US jobs created or supported by Apple. Apple seems to have a responsive corporate social responsibility. It means acting as a good corporate citizens, attuned to the evolving social concerns of stakeholders, and mitigating existing or anticipated adverse effects from business activities. According to an article, Apple is one of 25 companies that practice good corporate citizenship and still make lots of money. And Business Ethics has named Apple as one of the top 100 best corporate citizens. Apple ranks 6 out of 25 companies that practice good corporate citizenship. A good corporate citizen is a corporation that accepts the importance of being collectively responsible for its local communities and environment as an integral part of their core business. However, Apple should be more transparent about security. There have been many examples of Apple not heeding early warning signs from the security communities about possible vulnerabilities. And now let's move to Apple's environmental impacts and its actions. Firstly is Apple environmental impacts. Apple China's suppliers in trouble for environmental pollution. They have been accused of dumping too many chemicals into the nearby river. According to the environmental groups, water with the black-green color and chemicals have been dumped from the both Pocons and Unimacron plants into the Hoang and Hanputan rivers. However, Apple implemented a system of audits to deal with the conditions of supplier factories in China. The situation has changed more possibly. We would like to show you a video about Apple Gas Greener with new environmental responsibilities policy.
Better. It's a powerful word and a powerful ideal. It makes us look at the world and want more than anything to change it for the better, to innovate, improve, to reinvent, to make it better. It's in our DNA. And better can't be better if it doesn't consider everything, our products, our values, and an even stronger commitment to the environment for the future, to use greener materials, less packaging, to do everything we can to keep our products out of landfills, changes that will benefit people as well as the planet. To us, better is a force of nature. It drives us to build things we never imagined. New data centers powered by the sun and wind. A new manufacturing facility that runs on 100% clean energy. And new product designs that make use of recycled materials. All ways to reduce our impact on the environment. We have a long way to go and a lot to learn. But now, more than ever, we will work to leave the world better than we found it and make the tools that inspire others to do the same.
Apple will attempt to minimize its impact to our environment. For example, firstly, they build 100% renewable energy power data center, which produce zero greenhouse gas emission. Secondly, they reduced harmful toxics, so it will be better for our environment, for our land, for our air, for our water, and also for the people who use them and make people become healthier. Also, Apple designed products with greener materials, for example, from glass, from plastic, and from some recycled resources. Carbon dioxide emission per hour of Apple product use is much less than the other products, such as light bulb. For example, each 60-watt light bulb produces 40 gram carbon dioxide emission per hour, while iPhone 5 only emits 1.1 gram carbon dioxide per hour. Another evidence of Apple-friendly environmental is worldwide renewable energy, which achieved 114% increase over 2 years, from 35% in 2010 to 75% in 2012. Apple also emphasized on reuse and recycling program over 7 years, from 2007 to 2014. Percentage of waste recycled increased gradually from 18.4% to 70%. From Telegraph, one of the most reliable sites in the world, Apple leads the way on reducing environmental harm. Telegraph said that Apple is doing more than any other electronics manufacturer in the world to address negative effects to our environment. So it means that Apple's come over its competitors like Samsung, like Dell, to become friendly environmental company. Another example of Apple-friendly environmental is shown by two charts. The first one is greenhouse gas emission for 11-inch Book Air. The chart tells that total greenhouse gas emission is 350 kg carbon dioxide, and the second chart is about material used for 11-inch Book Air. The chart illustrates that Apple always wants to save and use greener materials for producing its products. In 2010, the percentage of using renewable energy is 35%. In 2030, the figure increased to 94%, so it can be concluded that Apple achieved 169% increase in use of renewable energy. The greenhouse gas emission reduced from about 6 tons per employee in 2011 to 4.5 tons per employee in 2030. If Apple enters in Vietnamese markets, what challenge it could be? It has to cope with some problems. Firstly, compete with some strong competitors like Samsung and Nokia that be more familiar with Vietnamese people. So, such competitors might lead to unethical activities to protect profits. Secondly, ethical standards in Vietnam differ greatly from the USA, so ethical issues can affect directly not only the company bottom line, but also to customer loyalty and other stakeholders. Thirdly, the labor force in Vietnam is quite cheap because the worker skill level is not high. The company still hide them strength and profits. As the result, the conflicts of interest will happen. It will lead to serious problems of company and also customer. If Apple wants to enter Vietnamese markets, it will face some challenges. Firstly, check the proposed company name, obtain the business registration certificate, take the registration certificate from the local business registration office under the Department of Planning and Investment. Secondly, make the company seal, open a bank account, pay business license tax, registration of sales, sample at police department. It comes to an end and I want to conclude our presentation here. Apple is one of the most favorite brand names in all over the world. Apple both produce high profit for their stakeholder and implement a good corporate citizenship strategy, which helps it develop more successfully in the long-term period. Although Apple Corporation still has a few negative impacts to our environment while manufacturing its products, it always attempts to minimize environmental impacts by creating some plans and projects. There are some challenges for Apple when entering into Vietnamese market, including following Vietnamese business regulation.
Thank you for listening.